As a cardiothoracic surgeon, you might have operated thousands of patients. Now, as a pioneer in angiogenesis, what is your take on evolving new treatment? Do you think any of these evolving new treatment have like a great impact in the upcoming cardiac patients?
And the potential for it to, and the potential, I think any kind of new treatment that is documented in the Western world by FDA clinical trials or having a CE approval in Europe, that is a great opportunity for India, because every new therapy, and let me give you the example of one of the therapies that I am very fond of talking positively about, because it incorporates a science that I have had an opportunity at Harvard in Boston to do some early investigational and research work, and that is a science called angiogenesis. Angiogenesis, and it is one of the lectures that I am supposed to give at this World Congress here in Mount Abu. Angiogenesis is a very advanced science which is not still very clearly understood in India. It is a science whereby it is proliferation of new blood vessels on the heart from existing blood vessels. So, to extrapolate that information in a disease state of a heart patient is that when a person has coronary artery disease, they are offered initial options of, say, angiography, angioplasty, subsequently stent. Currently, all over the world, bypass surgery is deferred for a future date. Bypass surgery in the past, when I did my training, was the first option. Now bypass surgery is given as the last option. The reason is because there are other therapies that are out there, and one of the very promising therapy is EECP followed by shockwave therapy. Both of them utilize the principles of angiogenesis. The principles of angiogenesis is stimulation of growth of blood vessels using EECP technology or shockwave therapy to provide micro level collateral circulation to an ischemic myocardium. An ischemic myocardium for the common man is where blood supply cannot reach. If blood supply does not reach a certain territory of the heart, which means there is inadequate oxygenation. Inadequate oxygenation gives rise to breathlessness, chest pain, deprivement of quality of life. So, there are several implications, but fortunately there are promising therapies, as I mentioned, like EECP, that can circumvent that for patients who are not candidates for bypass surgery or angioplasty or stents, especially diabetics, hypertensives, and those who have diffuse disease. Diffuse disease are patients who cannot accept a stent because of the size of the artery. I as a surgeon cannot put a bypass graft because the recipient vessel is very small. EECP technology is a technology that addresses small vessels and not the big vessels. There is a very large opportunity to treat Indian patients who are suffering from microvessel disease, and EECP is well documented as a standard option in the Western world for patients who fall into that class of category.
So, thank you, Doctor. And then you talk about this new evolving